Hi, Paul M. Newberger here, and now that it's late December, I can officially wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. I always get a charge out of the annual debate over Christmas decorations. When should they be put up? Before Thanksgiving? After Thanksgiving? Wait until the middle of December? Here's my answer. Whenever the Spirit moves you, because Christmas is all about spirit, after all. If you're a person of faith like myself, who strongly believes in keeping Christ and Christmas, you celebrate the Holy Spirit and God giving the world His only Son. For many others, the holiday is enjoyed for family gatherings, a communal spirit of generosity, and a cheerier outlook on the world in general. No doubt that Christmas has abundant symbolism. For many, the birth of Christ offers their own chance to be reborn as a person of refreshed spiritual health, with a new perspective infused by love and optimism of the Holy Spirit. To quote the Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, a new life has begun. For others, the optimistic spirit that surrounds Christmas promises a fresh start, a blank slate, a new beginning, where everything is clean, open, and waiting for you. There's a new year right around the corner. Talk about positive potential. After living through 2020, I'd say this sounds like a pretty good deal, don't you? Well, if 2020 taught us anything, it's about what's really important in life. The material things, having a nice car, a big house, the newest phone, dropped way down the list. They were replaced by hanging on to your job or your health or even the simple peace of mind that used to be a mainstay in America. Still, I don't want the lessons of 2020 to go to waste. When you're thinking about Christmas gifts this year, I ask you to consider different kinds of gifts, ones that won't dent your pocketbook and will reap an abundance of riches for both you and the recipients. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, but you'll catch on soon enough. The first is hope, which I contend is in seriously short supply. No matter how dire things get, we're all immensely blessed. Let's not lose sight of this and draw hope from it. How can you share hope with others? Maybe when someone asks how you're doing, you say, "Today's been a good day, and I know tomorrow will be even better." Next is kindness, needed now more than ever after such a bitter and divisive election season. Kindness is so easy to share. Maybe start with small gestures, such as a friendly smile or holding the door open for somebody. Who knows where that's going to lead? How about time? COVID-19 forced most of us to slow down, which often meant spending more time with our families. Can anyone argue that this was not a good thing? Instead of looking forward to getting caught up in the rat race again, how about planning to give more time to our loved ones? The last one I call showing up. Now, I'm not referencing the famous Woody Allen quote, but rather the value of showing up in other people's lives. Why not call your mom on your way home from work tonight? You don't think she'll appreciate that? Or how about volunteering for a food bank or an animal shelter or another organization that could use your help? There are plenty out there. Countless people have told me the time they find most rewarding is the volunteer hours they give helping others. In other words, showing up in other people's lives. I encourage you to give these gifts not just for Christmas, but throughout all of 2021. I promise the rewards you'll receive for being kind, or sharing hope, or showing up in others' lives will be exponential. Okay, it's not something you can quantify, but you'll know. Enjoy Christmas and experience the thrill, energy, and positivity of being reborn as you celebrate Christ's birth, or allowing the uplifting mood of the season to reshape your mental focus for the months ahead. If there's a better start out there for the new year of 2021, I can't possibly imagine what it is.